Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice with a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements.
Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Putting something over there on the side is my new phone. I got a new LG Android. It's my new toy of the moment because over the weekend we had a break in our internet coverage, and I needed a backup. I actually wasn't even sure if I could do Monday's show this week, but anyway, we got it all taken care of. So welcome to Healing to Happiness with me, Clairvoyant Healer, Spirit Medium Laura. I've given myself a new handle, Clairvoyant Healer, because seems that's what I'm always doing now, isn't it? And actually in conversations with my own guides and my own heart, which is my soul, and your heart, by the way, everybody out there in listening land, is your connection to your soul, your feeling nature. It seems that is what I'm meant to do, at least at this point, this pivotal point for my life on earth. And that is truly what I love doing and seem to be geared to do. And so what does that mean for you? Well, it means that when we work together on this show or privately in sessions, what I'm doing is I'm doing more than just a message. You see, I'm doing a healing. And when we can get healed, we can move to happiness. And so that's what this is all about, is healing to happiness. And yes, I see spirit. My healing is very similar to what John of God does, if you've ever heard of the famed healer from Brazil. And actually, we channeled the same master guide, which I didn't know about until like a week ago. I was like, I almost fell off my chair when I found that. I was like, St. Ignatius Loyola. I've been channeling him since, well, I won't say what year I started, but over 30 years ago. And I thought it was a rather weird name for a master guide because everybody else was channeling Isis or King Zulu or whatever. You know, everybody had their Indian guides and different kinds of guides, but I never heard of that particular guide. But he went by the handle Ola, and I just used my way of connecting with my guide as Ola. And then I found out recently that the famed healer of Brazil, John of God, is channeling as his master guide St. Ignatius Loyola, as I am. And then I started to read, because I never really paid that much attention to him, but I started to read what he does, and it's like, well, that's what I'm doing. And it's not like so much we're doing it, but it's that spirit does this. This is the way that spirit will work to heal you. Those masterful guides out there, divine beings, angelic beings, guardian angels, whatever you want to call them, that's what they do. They channel energy. They channel energy with intention, in conscious energy, if you will. It usually has colors because that's the vibration, and they will go through your aura. They might come in through your chakras. I might get information about you verbally. I might hear it. I might see it. I might know it, and so on. And then I'm told what to do with colors, and they're channeled through you. And I do that sometimes with listeners. I am channeling energy to you in various areas if I get that to do that. In any event, it's kind of fun. All this is very fascinating. One of the things I'm moving more and more towards is this whole idea of healing on a physical plane as well. And recently I've been working with Susie B. On her own healing, and some of the stuff I've suggested. I didn't even let her know I was doing it. She's now mirroring that back to me. And I'm told when I do this kind of work, it is very, very transformative for people. One of the special ways I'd like to work with you is ideal weight to feel great. Because as a medium, one of the things I see or hear about on a regular basis is how people passed. you know? And also my age, I'm kind of old. I'm in an area in Southeast Florida, which is nature's, God's waiting room, if you will. And all I ever do is hear about how people transitioned to spirit. So understanding that a lot of our quality of life is choosable. It's not, yeah, our lives are extending more and more, but is the quality of life extending more and more? We'll be given more operations and more pills. And did you know that pharmaceuticals are the fourth largest killer of people in general? Out of the top 10, the fourth largest are side effects from pharmaceuticals. So I am a certified lean health coach, and very nutritionally oriented and aware. I do medical intuition, which would be mind, body, soul medical intuition. I do energy healing. Besides the mediumship and the psychic message and all that, and I offer a special offer to do an ideal weight to feel great kind of session. And anybody listening to this show and anybody hearing this, when you book a session, if you put down ideal weight, or if you put down the radio show name, you could just put down radio show and then the date, whatever date it is you listen, you will get a third more time in your session for what you paid for, which is equivalent to a 25% discount. So all of this, all these words, everything I'm saying is recorded somewhere. All you have to do is remember one place, and that's the website for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. There you will find the phone number to call into the show, which I might as well give it to you now. Is it up here in front of me? Yeah, there it is. 347 area code 945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. I also find the hours of the show, which I usually do Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll also find, you'll be able to watch the show. I have a live video feed there, which is riveting, I might add. It's just me in front of a screen, showing off my age and the bags under my eyes. Okay, so is there anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, this weekend, if you're in the area or if you're going to be traveling, you might want to come to Saturday's class. I'm doing the first in my series of classes for a certification. That would be the Soul Psychic Healer Mediumship Certification, and it would be Soul Abundance. So I'm doing that Saturday. Again, if you go to spiritmediumtv.com, you'll get the link to register for that show on that page. And then also doing a trance circle on Sunday. But I have to say, I might have to cancel that because I don't have enough people for it right now. It's always sold out practically, but maybe right now with, transition from summer to fall, people are busy or what have you, back to school, back to serious work, whatever. I don't really know. I don't really care. I just go with the flow on everything. Okay. Let me just see if there's anything else. I kind of use that website, Spirit Medium TV, as my own prompt and outline for what I'm going to say. So the top 3 things I want you to remember is to have a private session with me, and you can get 25% off your session if you're a listener to this show. There's a link on Spirit Medium TV for that. And also in a private session, I can do this ideal weight, feel great kind of thing, which I usually recommend at least 30 minutes for that. So keep that in mind. You also can join the contest to win a clairvoyant session with me, which is just at the upper right portion of the screen, spiritmediumtv.com. And then here's a goodie for you. We already have one donation from Susie B, and I'll get to you, Susie, is to jump the queue. You can jump to the top of the queue, the reading queue, if I haven't gotten to you. Just go to Spirit Medium TV and look for the 8 No Wait or jump the queue. You'll see it on the page there. We will have a channel group message today, and as I understand it, we have shifted from the ones, which was great, to now we're working with all of your divine beings. They're coming in as a joint consciousness, which is kind of exciting. Okay, so what I'd like you all to do is prepare for our sessions today. I need you all to uncross your arms and legs Start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely let go and relax, intertwining your energy with spirit, listening to your heart, opening up to the idea that you will be working with the other side and with spirit intelligence. Each and every one of you that is interested in an other side connection, please call in your loved ones now. And each and every one of you that's interested in a life question or healing or combination, please think about that now. Keeping in mind that if you have a chronic issue, for example, I can't find work, or I'm trying to find work, or I'm looking for love, or I haven't been able to find. Those are all areas I heal on besides doing messages, and it all goes together. And as you do that, getting clear in your mind of what you want or calling in who you want from spirit, I'm going to go off and do the prayer. I'll be right back. And now I'd like you all on your next exhale of breath to release into the space around you your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And so there is a color of light today. It's kind of similar to what I saw Monday. The only thing I'm seeing right now is the silver light. The silver light. The silver light is really connection to God. Okay, so what they're doing today is just showing us each and every one of you has your own umbilical cord, and that's your cord. When we have an out-of-body experience, we have this silver cord that brings our soul body, our auric body, our etheric body in and out of our own physical body. So I see that today. It's kind of interesting. It's just meaning that we're connecting now. We're connecting to our soul, and we're connecting to spirit world. So now what I'm going to do is a little bit of channeling. One moment while I call in who it is today. One moment. We are here. We are the divine beings of all that are listening. We are your beings. We are your guardian angels. We are your master guide guardians. We are all that you see, talk, feel, and know when you ask for guidance. We've come in as a group mind today to speak to each and every one of you about healing, about loving the self, and about evolution. Yes, the message is a bit general, as everyone in the audience does need to hear and heal on these levels. It is only through that silver cord to God that you will be able to truly heal. Any other type of healing, medicinal or otherwise, that is earthbound can only treat the externals of healing. The true eternal of healing is the infinite mind. Infinite mind means consciousness. We, each of us, are your consciousness. We work with you on healing your own consciousness. We help you to see things in a new light. We help you to see things and be in the light. We are helping each and every one of you to know yourself better. Please be patient with yourself. Be patient with your evolution. Be patient with the things you know and don't know. And most importantly, learn how to let go and ride the silver wave of love, light, and energy that comes from higher source, from God. That is you. That truly is you. That is your divine being. When you learn how to ride the waves of your own heart, your feeling nature, when you learn how to live in a state of joy without worry or concern, remembering always to touch the heart, understand what thou wants, and then to ask for that, you will have no worries. You will have no concerns. You will only have abundant flow. Namaste. Well, that's a kind of nice message. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first person who actually called in and also wants an other side connection. I don't think we have a lot of other sides today. Nope, we don't. Okay, I'm going to go to Rachel. trying to go to you, Rachel. There you are. Hello, Rachel. Hi.
Hi there. I'm here.
Yes, you are. Okay, so you're at 510, which you said is California. I'm just doing a little tattering right now, just to connect vibrationally. So the first person I did feel for you earlier was a male energy to you. Hold on one moment. Okay, there is a father figure here for you. He's a taller man. Seems to have a slender build. He's very knowledgeable about some kind of work on Earth. When he was here, he was very, very respected and had seems to have expertise, a highly regarded person with expertise. He shows me this narrowness to frame I already mentioned, and interestingly enough, big ears. I know that sounds strange, but his ears are showing to me, and they kind of like have a little bit more width to them, or some people have bigger ears, and the hair is more on the wavy side. It also looks like it could have thinned a little on top. He's just showing me more the size to the head and the back of where the hair is. Yeah, there's a little bit of thinning, but not a lot. There's kind of a waviness there, and a gray. What do they call that? A little bit more of a wiry kind of hair. Okay, he's got a stronger nose, and he's got a lot of steel color in the hair, like as if he's moving into a real, it's going from darker color to white, but it's still in a steel gray category, if you will. Now, from this broad stroke of it, does this resonate for you in any way, honey? Can you understand this person?
Not with family. I have had some elderly friends who have passed on, so it could be one of them too.
Okay, so let me just say again, he's erudite, he's got education, he's smart, he's tall, slender, and of course he's got a strong nose, I didn't say that much about the face, strong nose, strong lips, strong chin, larger ears, and wiry hair in its original color, darker brown or dark brown, and now it looks like it's, let me just see what else he wants to say. Okay, there's a few other things he'll say for you. He is a friend of yours. You've known him for quite some time. He says it's like we never skipped a beat, right? To you, he says, I've only been gone a short while, not very long. He says, and you've always been a kind and dear soul to me. He says, I've always listened to you. He says, I've always listened to you more than you ever listened to me. And he laughs a little bit. And he says, but you should have listened to me more. He says, but you have a mind of your own, which I respect. Now, for him to say that, kind of, right? For him to say it's kind of interesting. Also, there's a name also comes in like an Eileen or an Elaine. Okay, I have no idea who that is or what that is, but it comes in very clearly. So you may make some sense later on to you. Your name is Rachel again. Okay, I'm trying to get one or two more things from him. You didn't ever listen to me. He says you never would listen to a word I said, and I always tried to explain things to you, but you always quite often did things your own way. And he says there's karma that we all have to figure out for ourselves, of course, he says. I don't mean it in any way serious to say that, but it always amazed me. He says that you never listened to me. You always went off and did things your own way. He says it's a tribute to your own intelligence, your own free will, and your own sense of being, which I respect. So this man comes in as smart, educated, erudite, but yet has a lot of respect for you, Rachel, and your own imprint on reality in this world and what you're all about, as if both of you are somehow healers or physicians or doctors or therapists or what have you. Okay. Let me see if he wants to show me something else. I'm trying to get something I don't want to say. Okay, so is it this or is it that, sir? The treatment he says he received was incomplete for his health issues, never came to fruition. He passed before they had chance to really figure out what was wrong with him. And there were some complications in the treatment. I'm trying to find out what it was, if he can tell me, but this is what he's telling me. Let me just go a little further with this. There was treatment, but nothing was ever concluded as to what was really going on with my body. He says I transpired before it was known what really was the ailment or the illness that I had. It was very quick. I had symptoms and then I was gone. He says, I never really had a chance to say goodbye to you, my dear friend, and now I do. Although it is not really a do, because we now are renewed. So he's saying, right? He's saying, I'm gone, but not really gone, just a heartbeat away. He says, thank you for all your help with my own personal issues also. You've always been very kind to me, and I appreciate your knowledge and your wisdom. I'm safe where I am. I hurt no more, and my mother is with me. I wish you well, dear Rachel. I wish you well. And there's something about Eileen again. Wish Eileen hello for me.
Well, I have an aunt whose name is Arlene, and I had a great aunt who was passed, and her name was Irene.
Okay. Well, are any of them alive?
Just my aunt Arlene.
Okay, then that might be Arlene, and you're getting it as Eileen. Did she have a man in her life that is similar to what I've just described?
Well, I think that this might be her father, and it might be my grandfather. It could be. Okay. That's what I think it could be.
Okay. Yeah, because he's a father figure. He also says he passed suddenly, and they didn't know what it was.
Right.
Okay. So when you listen to this again, you'll understand it. He's smart. He's very educated. You're smart. You're very educated. You never listened to a word he said. Which I don't know what that means, because if he's your grandpa, I don't think you would listen to him. But but he respects you and your intelligence very much, my dear. God bless, honey, and I wish you well. Thank you for calling in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, just going to take a quick peek to see if there's anybody else here waiting for a mediumship other side thing. If not, we're going to go right into messages. And don't forget, there's always healing in the messages. I am going to go to Donna because, and I will go to Angela. And well, there's a number of people I'm going to go to. Okay, Donna, I'm going to come to you because you need a healing. What is the healing about, sweetheart? Do you want me to figure it out? Donna?
Oh, okay. I didn't know I could. No, you can. You're probably better to figure out. I need so many areas, so you just pick the one that will be the best.
Okay. So this is Donna, 561 area code. I know Donna virtually. I've never met her face to face. Let's see. You're carrying a little extra weight again in your hip and your thighs, and also in your stomach area, they're telling me. And this is an area of a lot of congestion for you. Not only are you carrying it there because of weight, but it's also a solar plexus issue and a soul level issue for you. And so I'm going to do some clearing in that area for you, just sending in love and light to heal and release tension. Okay, the reason that it's a solar plexus soul issue is because you're always tense, you're always nervous, and so Spirit wants me to help you release tension and nervousness. The reason you're holding extra weight is because of cortisol. This is what they're saying. Okay, which means you have a lot of tension. And you've ever heard of that? You get belly fat when you're under a lot of stress. You ever hear that?
Yeah, I've actually been tested for cortisol, but it came back negative. So anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm getting that you have a lot of tension. So I'm releasing that. The reason you have a lot of tension is because of soul level issues that require healing. But as I release the symptom, I'm also releasing the soul issue. Okay. And I'm going to go up now to the head and see what's going on there. The most important thing I'm being told is to give you self-love and also believe in yourself. And so I'm sending in those kind of thoughts into your head. Clear hearing. And they're also saying that you should receive clear hearing about who you are instead of false hearing. In other words, whatever words have ever been interpreted by you to make you think people say things that are not admiring, we're changing that to say from now on, then you're only going to hear admirable things, loving things, healing things. Okay. Okay. putting an energy through the crown, through the body, into the earth, this other way, and clearing you. Happy mind, happy person is basically the healing I'm giving you today. We can only work on a little bit at a time, sweetheart, this way, because I have other people waiting. But the basic healing I've given you is a release technology from spirit that helps you love yourself more, improve self-esteem, and allows you to feel more confident, which is the root of some of your stress and tension. Is that helpful to you, Don? I hope so, please.
Okay, I hope so too. We'll see. I thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much for calling in, honey. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Angela, who's been extremely patient with me. Hello, Angela.
Yes?
Hi.
You're talking to me?
I am. Go ahead and give me your question. Yeah, give me your question, honey. And don't give me any background, just give me your question.
Okay. I just wonder if you see a relationship coming to get it to help me move back to San Francisco.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. It's not just a relationship. So it doesn't have to necessarily be love. It's a relationship that can help you.
Well, in love, it would even be better.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just go to, let me go to you and moving to San Francisco. I'm going to just make it simple, moving to San Francisco. Will she be moving to San Francisco? And then all the information will come in.
Okay.
So the reason for moving to San Francisco needs to be there. You need to have a call back, or you need to be called back. Hold on. Money is an issue to get there on your own. You need somebody to help you. It's not an easy thing to do. It seems like either you need to have employment there, or you need to have the funds to get there. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's involved with a man.
Yeah, okay, honey. Don't tell me too much, love. Let me just let Spirit give us the answers, honey. And then I'll come back to you in a moment. Let me just see. Okay, Angela, San Francisco. It will happen over time, but not right away. It's one of those things you have to chip away at to develop the rapport needed to return to home from where you've come. You are going to go there eventually, with or without that relationship, however. The reason is that feels to you like you belong there, and it's the right, it's the right place for you energetically to get on with your life, get on with your career, and settle your own mind, heart, and soul. It's the place you belong. However, you need to have certain seeds in place before that can happen. It is not completely dependent on that man or that relationship. It's more dependent on you making your plans. And there's three things that seem to have to happen. Needs to be some way to earn a living there. Okay, and you need to see that first before you. Okay.
I'm an artist.
That's good. And you need to see that there's a reason to be there for that. Okay. In other words, maybe the galleries or however you express yourself, that needs to happen. There's two other things. 1 second, please. They're giving me like 3 dots, okay? And each dot stands for something. 1 is employment, and that means money, and that means maybe the art. Okay, 2. Okay. You have to have a home there, a place to stay. You will have a home there. So somebody's going to make room for you there. Family member. I don't know if it's him or somebody else. I'll look at it in a moment. And the third thing, funding to make the move. Now, let me look at the home. That man. I just want to see specifically that man.
Okay.
Hold on, honey. Don't say anything. He's thinking about it. He's not made up his mind yet either. So, bottom line, you may have to go there on your own just to get that relationship ironed out more solid. I wouldn't wait for the relationship. I'd make my plans. Because to me, from what I'm getting, you belong there. Everything is better for you there. And don't wait on him or anything else. Make your plan, and eventually you'll be able to do it. It just, with him, it's easier, but without him, it's doable. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay, so is a relationship with a man coming?
Isn't there one man there in particular that you're wanting to invite you back, honey?
No, no. I just look forward to a man coming. I don't have a man right now.
Okay. Well, then I think that you should go there to find that person, because that's where everything lines up for you, to San Francisco. Okay? So go there and you'll find the man. Yeah, that's because you're not happy where you are. You have to be there for you to feel right about yourself. It's going to ease you and comfort you when you're there. And will you find a man there? Yes. Okay? That's all I can tell you today.
Okay.
All right, darling. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cut her off. Ooh. Okay. I don't know how this happened. There's people that are popping to the top of the queue that called in later. Here's Matthew. I wanted to get to him. Hey, Matthew, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, love. Matthew asked a really interesting question when I was pre-screening the calls. And it was, how come not as many men call the show as women? And what do you think about that? Because I gave you a mouthful. What do you think about that, Matthew?
Well, based on what you said earlier, I think it's along the same lines that I was, in and around the same area that I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, this is a generalization, but scientists that have researched the brains of men and women have found out men's hemispheres are more separate. Women's hemispheres, right and left, have more interconnection between neurological pathways. And so women are, because of the way humanity or human beings have evolved, women have been the fulcrum of relationships. We're the ones that carry a child and create a home and depend on a man to go out, fight, kill things, bring them home for us to eat. So I think that if you are a male and you're born with that kind of a predisposition, then getting in touch with your intuitive side is it makes you more vulnerable and maybe less likely to go out hunt and kill things. But nowadays we see men, more and more men are getting in touch with where we are all becoming ambidextrous, if you will. We're all becoming more linked to our hemispheres. Women are able to switch to more male roles and men are able to switch to more female roles. It's kind of interesting. And I think it's all because of socioeconomic reasons. Okay, so now let's get to you, Matthew, and your question. You said you have a life question, and I don't want any background. I just want the question.
Okay, well, it's pretty straightforward. I was going to ask, I guess there's a couple sidelines to this question, but for now, is my business going in the right direction? And I also have a goal that I'd like to obtain. So am I going in the right place to get that?
Yes, it is. It's going in the exact right direction that you're hoping it would go. You are opening up new horizons for yourself, new channels for yourself, new activities for yourself, new communications for yourself with others, which will help and aid in this. And it's only a matter of time before all of the foundations you're laying now will see their expression monetarily. So yes, the answer is yes. And now, is it going to relate to what you really want to do? Yeah, I don't see how it could not. Let me just see something here. Is he going in the right direction for his life purpose? This is from Matthew. 1 second, please. Yes, you are on point for who you are. And that is why you are being aided with messages from Spirit about what you should do with your, something to do with health and healing that goes with this. It's a healing of self. A healing of self that needs to happen. It is happening. And it has to do with feeling that you can accomplish. So when they use the word guides, that are talking through me, health and healing, they don't mean like, well, it could mean a physical, but it's all related. This emotional thing with you of feeling that you can have what you want. Excuse me?
Okay, yeah, spiritual type of. Now, does that have to do with kind of being in the zone of understanding and creating and manifesting what you want in your life to happen, and getting to that place where you can actually do it successfully?
It's all related. That is a healing, but you can't do that until you have the healing of self, which is finding out who you are, which you've done, being on point for yourself, which you've done, aligning with yourself, which you've done. In other words, you've healed the disassociation of self issue most of us have when we come to Earth. We forget who we are. You've healed that. You know who you are. Okay? And that's the healing they're talking about. The second healing is feeling worthy of accomplishing. You have healed that. That's a big thing for you this lifetime. Feeling like you can have what you want. Okay? So the third part of it is then manifesting. But once you've done the first two steps, manifesting is superfluous. It's no longer manifesting. It's just sort of living in your power of who you are. And you've done all that. So everything is going to come to pass. Everything is going to soon for you, not much longer. You've been waiting a while already, and this waiting has taken a toll on your health, back to health again, maybe with some nervousness or maybe some insecurities. But just keep doing what you're doing, Matthew, and everything will fall into place. And there's much money coming to you from this, much money, and much help and healing for others coming to you from this.
Well, that sounds, that's a positive reading, I guess, right?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds pretty good. Now, I guess on a little, is there something or anything that I should or could be doing to progress things in a faster way, or are things on track the way they're supposed to be?
No, there's nothing more to be done. Everything is in place. You are the fulcrum, the foundation for change. They're channeling something through me. Let me just give you the words. You are the fulcrum, the foundation for change. You need not do anything more now. Everything's been set and laid out. The groundwork is in place. Now is the waiting game and the pervading game. You need to be pervasive in your intelligence. That's the manifesting part. In other words, sending out the right thoughts. And you also need to be receptive in your thinking. In other words, being open to receiving. Because if you push too hard, you can evade or push away the outcome. So it's an interesting interplay between sending out or being assertive, energetically sending out your thinking, but also being receptive to receive. And this is your fulcrum or foundation for success. You are doing very well with this, and you will find that the doors will be opening soon. So the waiting game will then be over, and you will start to see the results of your fancy, what you're desiring. This is all being channeled, by the way. The words are a little bit more, what's the word for it? Ornate than I would normally use, in a day-to-day conversation, because coming from your guides who are encouraging you to do exactly what you need to do to be ready for change. Get ready. Don't delay anymore in making some changes in the household, making some space there, because you're going to need it. Because what's going to happen is, oh, really? You're telling me you're going to be getting orders, and you're going to need to have places to put things in your home.
Okay, that part doesn't. I don't actually have any inventory of any kind.
Well, I want you to know you need to make space in your home for some reason. So whatever it is, just make space. Maybe it's time that you need to make space for, but there needs to be a clearing of some sort to get ready for the onslaught of clients and customers that will be coming to you.
Well, time could definitely be one thing. Inventory, no, but time, because it already takes a lot of time with what I'm doing, so that could definitely be part of it, and I can anticipate that as well.
So, part of manifesting, by the way, is getting ready, because when we get ready, when we clear the space, that could be time-wise or literally space-wise, or however it is done. When we clear and make ready, we let go of something to make room for something new. That's letting the universe know we really believe it's true. We really believe it's happening. So that's your last step, okay? So that's the last thing you need to do is to clear your space, figuratively or literally. Okay, Matthew?
Okay, I think that was my mistake, literally or figuratively.
You need to clear your space literally or figuratively. Figuratively meaning in an intangible way, perhaps time-wise.
Correct, yeah. That's where I think I messed up.
Okay.
What you were saying.
Yeah, that's fine, honey. That's fine. So get ready, honey, because it looks like it's like the dam, you know, what's that dam where you have your thumb in the dam, you move, the dam's about to burst and things are coming to you. But get ready because it's going to be rapid once it happens. And you won't have time to clear then. So get ready now.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks for calling in. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to, I'm just going to make sure that that person's waiting the longest. Oh, I have to go to Susie. We have Missy also is very long waiting. And I need to go to Susie B. Okay, I'm going to Susie. She's made a donation. Susie, oh, did you have to call back in, honey? Did something happen there? And then I'll go to Missy right after her. Go ahead, honey.
No, I'm here.
Okay, love. Give me your
Just
question.
screening the calls here.
Oh, I know why. Because when you screen the calls, then it shows me your whole time from the time you got back in. Okay, love. Go ahead and give me your question, honey.
Okay, I wanted to see if Spirit sees a townhome working for me versus a regular home.
Yeah. Hold on one second, please. Okay. I thought you were going to give me one specific home you were looking at. Okay, so it's townhome versus regular home. Let me just see what they say today. Hold on, love. Townhome is better for you in many ways. It opens up a lot of possibilities you didn't have before. And there are townhomes that are very much like single-family homes. So just keep looking in that category. Okay, that category of home is called a townhome, but it's sort of a hybrid, if you will, where there seems to be a larger living space on the main floor, and then we have some stacking there. And there is one, I know you've told me this about once before about something else you did, but I do feel that since you have flexibility of time to move, that you could probably buy one that is one of those bank repos or whatever it is, what do they call that, in foreclosure. So yeah, it may. I see one in particular that may need some work, has been empty for a while, but you'd be up to it, and the repairs would be less than the savings involved in the cost to purchase. So keep your mind open, honey. Keep your mind open.
I will do that. Thank you so much.
Oh, and
I appreciate it.
One other thing, it's not that far away from where you live right now, and I know you don't like where you live. You like where you live, but you want it closer to something. But where I see it a little, I see it south of where you are now and west of Atlanta.
Okay.
Southwest. Now, I'm trying to see if it's just south of you, or it looks a little bit southwest of where you are, but not much farther west. And it is closer into the area that you want to get into. Okay?
Okay, good. Yeah, I was, kind of hoping to be a little bit closer to town, and so where I can do a little social activity with my social circle of friends.
Okay, and it looks like it's just due west of Atlanta, and it looks like it's a nice straight line in traffic-wise. It's like a highway, and it's closer, definitely the length of time is closer to downtown. It looks like for some reason you're up northwest of Atlanta right now, and you have to go through, right? And you have to go through a lot of suburban areas to kind of get into the downtown area, and there's no direct line. Well, this one is a direct, right? This one's a direct highway, and it's just due west of the downtown area. So you just get on the road, you go right there, and you're in the area that's kind of exciting for you. So, and it's a bigger, it's a bigger home. It seems to have width on the first floor. There's more things around the first floor of the house. And there's also some like little bonus rooms or nooks and crannies. It's kind of cute. So yeah, and don't be afraid of renovations, okay? So long as they're not structural, if they're more cosmetic. This place has some like, right? It has some cobwebs in it.
you know that my interior design specialties will be very excited to get on something like that.
And not only that, it's something, it doesn't look so good right now. So just put your mind in that frame of cosmetic is fine, foundational is not, savings a lot. Okay?
Yeah, very exciting.
Very.
And Laura can come and visit.
Yes. Oh, okay, honey. But I'm going to put you back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, love.
You.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Okay, let me just make sure nobody's made a donation. Hold on, everybody. I want to make sure that I don't. Oh, who's that? Oh, I forgot all about that. Something I was supposed to do. Okay, moving on to Missy, who's been waiting a very long time. Hello, Missy. How are you, honey? Missy?
Hi.
Hi, honey. Hi. Just give me your question, love. No background, okay?
The house selling, and where would I be going? Moving to?
Where will you be moving?
Where should I move?
Where will you move, or where should you move? Okay, try again, honey. Say your. Go ahead.
Where will I be moving to? I have a couple places in mind.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to, you and I have to learn how to give each other space to talk. All right. Where should Missy be moving? She has a couple of places in mind. Okay, Missy moving. Home. First word I get is home, from wherever you came before. That would be the best bet of everything. Now, is that one of the places you're thinking of, please?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm getting. Sorry. You know what? I want to tell you why I'm getting that. Okay. The reason I'm getting that is there's resources in your home, wherever you came from, like family resources or something. Maybe it's just a sense of comfort. But something about going there, you shouldn't have to do everything on your own all the time. You need to relax, and you need to be around people that know you, or at least places that are familiar to you, because it's something you're very strong, Missy, and you're trying really hard to cut a new road for yourself in life. But what Spirit is saying is relax, let it go already. Be with people that know and love you, and just don't always try to be so independent of everyone and everything. So that's why the word that message comes in for you. Can you relate to that at all, please?
Yes.
Okay. So if you haven't considered going home, and I know you probably are thinking, oh, I don't want to be around where I came from. It doesn't have the best memories for me, blah, blah, blah. There's also a sense of comfort there, and a sense of relying on other people that can help you also. Don't always try to do everything on your own. There's also something else about your life that's important, and that is your lesson this lifetime. Oh, by the way, if you have me on the video or something, I can hear it. So could you shut that off?
Shut what off?
It sounded like there was an echo on the line. Do you have?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? Okay, it's just an echo.
No.
All right. All right, let me just go back to what my train of thought was. Hold on. Oh, your lesson this lifetime is learning how to be vulnerable and yet strong at the same time. You've always had this interplay between I can do it on my own, I'm strong, and feeling secretly that you're vulnerable and you need help. It's okay to need help. It's okay to be vulnerable. You don't need to carry the Rock of Gibraltar on your back anymore. There was some things you needed to prove to yourself earlier on in your life, and you've done that. Now it's time to just be comfortable and be around people that love you. Give in to them. Don't hold a grudge. Don't think it's not good for you anymore. It's fine. You'll thrive in that environment, and don't be afraid of it. I don't know how else to say it.
Okay.
Okay, okay, honey. Anyway, that's my answer to you is be vulnerable. Go to where people know and love you, and let them love you. And don't always be so prickly to be loved. It won't hurt to be loved. It won't hurt to be vulnerable, and it will empower you in the end. Okay, my love?
Okay.
All right, love.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. That was an interesting one. Okay, I'm going to go to Kate, who wants a healing. She's been waiting a very long time. Thank you, Kate, so much for.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Sure.
Yes. Is there any?
Hi.
Is there? What kind of healing do you want, love?
I would like in the emotional area, the heart healing of trusting again and dreaming, like having big dreams again.
Okay. Yeah, some loss there. Okay, so I do see some walls up around your heart chakra. I'm releasing that. And also what this has done is it's squeezed out your creativity and your flow. So we're opening up your creativity and your flow. I'm going to the sacral. Believe in yourself. Open up to change. You are now open and empowered. Throat chakra's open. Third eye. Third eye's good. You have good clear. Oh, interesting. This is interesting. You have good clear free will. And me doing healing like this on you is good, but once you make up your mind to do something, you have no impediments to being real, to being authentic, to being who you are. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know how to get there. This is an easy healing. Okay, because you are, yeah, because you're very creative, you're very joyful, you're very grounded in your sense of self, and that is right, and that is a cosmetic thing, almost like a scar, like a scab. There's no scar.
Yeah, a shell, like a little shell over it.
Right, exactly. I'm removing it for you because what I'm doing is I'm doing a healing. Oh, there's also a vault over your heart right now is in a vault. I'm opening the vault, opening it up, sending in green light to dissolve the vault and allowing that heart center to radiate beautiful green white light. And the thing that was so interesting was when I went to your third eye, I'm back there again, that you come in. Well, I already told you the first part of it is your free will is unimpeded this lifetime. You're able to exercise your free will in everything. It's almost like you are a mind over matter princess, maven, if you will. You're able to create. You're able to create things from scratch. You're very knowledgeable. You're very creative. You're a very joyful person. You walk the talk of everything you do. Your heart has now been unleashed to be back to itself, to be who you are again, so that you may fly like the beautiful butterfly you've meant to be this lifetime. You're supposed to be healing and helping others. That's what you are. You're a maven of change and transformation. You're a healer, an idealist. You're open to change. You're open to healing. You are now open to change. You're now open to healing. No longer will you be suffering within the cocoon. Okay, let me just send in some light from top down, bottom up. Opening your eyes. They want me to open your eyes to vision, to see things clearly, because that's what is needed now that we took away the walls. You need to know what to do next. So I'm giving you that Yeah. Okay, so now you know what to do next, and also you know how to speak or to say what needs to be done. The throat chakra is has been a little frightened because it didn't have the message. I'm clearing that. Going down the solar plexus, that's open and clear. Solar plexus is filled with love, light, and cosmic knowing. Now, when I do these things, I have a general idea of what each chakra stands for, as you do, because you're a healer also, Kate. But when they channel, they give me all kinds of different ways. You are something about cosmic knower. Something in that chakra shows you're a cosmic clearer, an energy provider, and a healer. Oh, interesting. And you've come to Earth to heal and help many. You're empowered by purpose. This is what you are, and this is what you're supposed to do. You are healed by change. As you change the lives of others, you heal yourself. As you heal yourself, you heal the lives of others all together. So what you seem to me like what's called a light worker to bring in ascension energy. If I didn't know any better, hold on. Your root chakras, I want to open it a little bit so you have more money coming in.
Yeah.
Because that's real closed. Hold on. Be open to flow and money. Be grounded. These are affirmations coming in and suggestions, intentions I'm setting. You are now open to a flow of cash and funding so that everything can get started again. Don't let disappointment stop you ever again. If one partner is not working, another one will come in. You do not need partners to complete your work. Everything is always coming from source, not the other person. So, if this happens again, and it probably could, just move forward. Don't shut down. Namaste, namaste,
Right.
namaste. Heal the self, heal the self, heal the self. Okay, that's your healing, my dear. So go on out.
Ooh.
Yeah, go on out there, honey, and knock them dead.
All right. Thank you. I really felt that one.
All right, wonderful,
That was
honey.
great.
Yes, God bless, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow. I love doing healing because when I get into that mode, it's like everything is revealed and it's unpeeling layers. It's just so much fun. Okay, moving to Tabitha, who has a life question. So Tabitha, just give me your question, honey, please. Just your question, honey. Okay.
I want to know about you see me moving into a house.
Okay, hold on. Yes, very soon. It's not going to take much longer. You've been on this for a while. You're trying to make a big change in your life. Wherever you are now is dysfunctional, very toxic for you. You can't stay there much longer. I want to see what's going on with the move, though, why it hasn't happened yet. Clarity of vision and purpose needs to be set up before the move can happen. That's one of the okay, that's why it hasn't happened yet, even though I feel you're aching where you are. It's just like being in a cesspool of toxic energy. You have to get clear on what you want and who you are, and that you're not worthy of this. This is not who you are. You have to make that decision. And you will. And as soon as you do, the door will open to the next place that you will live in, which will be clean. It will be, they're using the word concise, meaning, I guess, not a lot of space, maybe just limited in space, but adequate for your needs. And it's sort of like a stepping stone to where you ultimately will go, but at least it's a safe place and a non-toxic place, like a halfway house almost. I don't know if they literally mean that. It was just like, a resting place before you move on. But it does feel to me like you need a halfway house because you're not ready for the big change yet. You have to go from where you are to something intermediary, and then you'll go to the next place. Does that make sense to you, please, Tabitha?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay, and you're going to like your new intermediary home very much. Everybody there is going to be on the same wavelength you're on, which is healing yourself. Okay, and then you'll move on to the next place. So if I didn't know any better, it feels to me like wherever you are right now, there's some kind of abuse going on or toxicity, and that you go to a halfway house where there's other people maybe in the same situation, and then you move on to your final place. Well, not final, but another place, another home. But don't be afraid of that intermediary step. Okay?
Okay.
All right, darling.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, we have time for another person. I'm very intrigued by this person that's been waiting. Oh my God. Lydia, you've been waiting so very long. What can I do for you, honey?
Oh, wow. Can you give me a medium reading?
Oh, I didn't even notice you wanted a mediumship, and we're almost out of time. So let me just say one thing because we'll probably go over a little bit. So I'll do that in a second. I just want to say to everybody.
90 seconds.
Can you hear that, Lydia? 90 seconds?
I can hear you.
But can you hear I heard a recording, 90 seconds left. So I'm going to give you your mediumship, but I want everyone to know, please go to spiritmediumtv.com, book your private session, clairvoyant healing, mediumship, whatever you want. Enter the contest to win a session with me by joining the mailing list. And don't forget, there's a 25% discount if you hear about me here. Okay, so let's go
60 seconds.
I hope that's the last message I get. It interrupts me and you can't hear it. Okay, so Lydia, we're going to do, and everybody, if you're listening, if you're on a phone line, or if you're watching the video, you'll be able to hear this, even though the blog talk may not be recording it. So let's go to you, Lydia. Okay, other side. Okay, there's a mother figure for you, a loving presence. This person has a mercurial kind of energy, meaning up and down personality and temperament when she's on Earth. She does seem to have some extra weight in her figure. Okay, she also looks like she has brown hair, its original color. I don't see it aging just yet. I don't see it turning white, if you will. It's about medium length. There is some white in it, but not a lot. She's got an interesting face.
10 seconds.
Light olive complexion, straight nose, oval face, very pretty face. Let me see if there's anything else I could say about her. And there's also a sense of her being like your fairy godmother. And I know that sounds rather strange, but in some ways she's magical, mystical energy to her. Do you understand this, please, for anyone you would know?
No. Is she what, white, black, or what?
She's white. She's got like an olive complexion.
And she passed? I would know her? She passed?
Yeah, so I'm looking at spirit. I see let me just say again, I see a woman with brown hair. Okay?
No, I don't know her.
Okay, well, let me just say what I see.
Okay.
Okay, there's a woman with brown hair who's overweight. Okay? She has a little bit of white in her hair. She's a straight, I mean, I'm sure that you know her somewhere. You just don't remember her right now. Okay, you may be thinking you want to talk to some other person. So let's just honor who's here, and then I'll try to go to the next person. Maybe she's bringing that person in for you. This could be your guide. Actually, she says she's like a fairy godmother to you, but she is overweight. Okay, so fairy godmothers wouldn't, and a guardian angel wouldn't come in looking like that. She's overweight, and she's brown hair, some white coming in, straight nose, lighter complexion, not dark. And she's here. Okay, so you don't recognize her off the top of your head. So we're going to ask her to please clear, and we'll see what else we get. There is a mother figure with her. Okay, there's a mother figure behind her. Now, this could be a grandmother, or it could be your own mother, it could be an aunt, it could be a friend that was like a mother. You just need to be open and broad about it, love, because Spirit and I don't have control. Spirit does, and you don't have control. Okay, so there's a woman that comes in. She's more of an older person. She's very sweet, strong body, straight standing, slender to medium build. Did I say she was tall? I don't think I did. Statuesque and tall, but older. Okay, but she's slender. She holds her slenderness even to where her hair is whiter. Or graying. She has a steel gray thing going on with the hair. She has a waviness to the hair. It looks like it's styled nicely, and it's in the shorter realm, the hair, but it does have, a little bit of something near the ears. And she's wearing a hat at times. It looks like she likes to go to church from time to time. She's wearing a dress that's shorter sleeve, it has short sleeves, not sleeveless, short sleeves. And it's got a floral print on it. This might be an aunt, grandaunt even, could be grandma. Don't know who it is. Underneath her is a male. She has heart problems and heart issues. She says that this was with her for some time before she did pass. She also says she didn't like her life on Earth that much. There were a lot of issues at home for her, and she struggled a lot during her lifetime, mostly with money. Although right now, the vision she's giving me, she doesn't look poor. She just looks, normal, average. Okay, now for what I'm saying, can you understand this for anyone, please?
Yeah, possibly, yes.
Okay. Go ahead. What was that, darling?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. So she has health issues, heart issues mostly. She talks to you very kindly. She says, I think she's more like a grandma type, his grandmother. She says, I wish I could give you flowers like you always gave me. And she says something about visiting where she's buried, and that you've gone there a few times and given her flowers. Is that fit for what you're thinking of, please?
No, I don't go to cemeteries or mausoleum. No, I don't.
Okay. Do you ever?
I probably should.
Okay. I don't know why, but she talks about flowers. Okay.
Yes, I have Yes, I know flowers. I'm definitely connected to flowers.
Okay. Well, thank you for being liberal about that. But there's something about you using flowers, maybe at an altar or something, as a for her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you give her flowers.
Oh, yes. I know. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
yes.
so she says, thank you for giving her flowers. I thought by a graveside. And she wants to give you flowers back right now because she says flowers are the symbol of love and caring. She says, I care for you too. She says, back to this magic thing. What's this magic thing, Grandma? Or whoever this is. I want to find out what she was. There's something about her background and having an inclination to magical things, mystical things. So something about you giving flowers to her, she gives them back to you. She helps you in your life, you help her in spirit. She appreciates you honoring your ancestors that way and giving to her that way. She says something about your little boy, or like there's a boy down the family line. Do you have this son? Because she's making me think you have a son on Earth.
No, I don't.
Okay, is there a grandson in there somewhere, or you have a nephew or something? Who's the male?
Yes, I have nephews.
Okay, well then whoever it is goes down the line. There's males there. You're good with them though for some reason. I don't know why. She gives me a sense of you with children good. And see if there's any personal message, Lydia, honey. And this may not be the one you're wanting, by the way, but let's give this soul her due. Well, you must be because you're giving her flowers. Hold on, darling. Just take care of yourself, honey. Okay, she also shows me, I said cardiovascular, but I also get lung issues as well.
Yeah.
Okay, lung issues were with her for some time as well, coughing and hacking, and oh my God, she goes, I was not well for a long time. She says, you took care of me for a portion of that, but there were other people as well involved with me, trying to take care of me. She says, I clung on to life way longer than I should have. I clung to life way longer than I should have. She says, everybody was waiting for me to transition when I finally did go. And she laughs a little bit. She said, I had you all fooled now, didn't I? I had you all fooled. Now, I don't know what she means by that, but I will find out in a moment. Lydia, hold on, love. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Grandma? I mean, the way I was I know. She says, the way I was clinging to life, you all thought I would pass any moment. I kept clinging on to life. So there might have been a time when you're all wondering, when will she transpire? And she's saying that she's making a joke out of it, like, I clung to life longer than, everybody expected. Does that make sense to you, honey, the way I'm framing it?
Yeah, I wanted to keep her longer.
Yeah.
She was ready to go. But I wanted to, have her hold on a little bit longer, have her go to the doctor, go through chemo, all that stuff. But she didn't want any of that. She was ready to go.
Okay. All right. Well, she's saying that she clung to life longer than everybody expected. So maybe that's because she didn't get treatment. This is how she's saying it. I'll just honor her words to you. And now when you said this is crazy, what did you mean by that, Lydia?
Oh, no, when you say she fooled us, she doesn't seem to be one who would fool people.
Okay.
Like, fool people. But does she have any messages for me? And, I'm going through some turmoil right now.
Well, I was trying to get to that. Okay, so
I'm sorry.
No, I always end the discernment with a special message, personal message. But she's saying, so I want you to try to honor that what she's making a little joke out of is like, I fooled you all for being around as long as I was. So I just want to say that because those were her exact words. And she has a little bit of a sense of humor, at least the way she's presenting here. Maybe you don't remember that about her, or all you remember is her ill towards the end, but she's making a little bit of a joke now. She says, oh, in the arms of God, it's delightful where I am. Okay, now, Grandma, Lydia wants you, if you can, to give her some advice. Can you do that, please? I have to let them to go where they need to go, Lydia, honey. That's why I'm doing it this way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's see if she wants to do something with this. You are taking care of business now, aren't you, dear? You're getting out of something that you've been going through for a long time, some trouble that you've been in. She says, I bless you for that. It takes a lot of courage to make the changes that you're making. I honor them with you. I think you're doing the right thing and not to look back. So go ahead and make that change. It feels to me, the way she's saying, I get information on another nonverbal level, as if you're leaving a relationship or, letting go of someone. Is that what's going on, Lydia, honey?
Yeah, someone that I'm working with and trusted for years is stealing all my money, and I don't know what to do.
Well, there's also something else here, a sense of you feeling it's dishonorable to leave the situation, and she, maybe because of family values or something, and she's telling me at another level is that it's okay, that she's supportive of you to do this, and you'll be just fine. Okay?
Okay, but what about my money?
Well, if
get my money,
it'll come back to you in another way in the long run. It's fine to do what you're doing. I'm so sorry for your loss, Lydia, in terms of grandma, but also your own monetary loss. I'm going to have to end the show now because you and I have been going a good 10 minutes. But the answer is it will come back to you in the long run, and don't be afraid to make change. Okay, honey?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for calling in today, everybody, and I look forward to doing this again on Monday with you. And meanwhile, if you want a private session, just go to booklaura.com. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.